Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today with Tamashi and Rebirth. We have a pretty strong start here, not gonna lie. I don't even have time to introduce myself, and seems that we are gonna get the chase started here. Very good moment, very good situation. Actually, give me a small second. I do apologize for this small moment here. I do wish to make a small thing before because the game is a bit too loud for my liking, and I would like to make sure that everything is alright. Welcome back, people. We are here with Untrained Puppy. We have these two amazing teams here, Tamashi and Rebirth, and let's see what they are going to be capable to do. We already have Alpha Phoenix on the ground, on the hook. Unlucky moment for him, but seems that we have an amazing and strong start from Tamashi. For the people that don't know, Tamashi is on the killer. We have Jason with 44 degrees. Actually, this time he's gonna be called 44 point. Interesting. With Nuxo, I believe, yeah, and Alpha Phoenix. But yeah, hello, puppy. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Seems that for today we are gonna have some interesting matches. We are gonna miss that cracker, and seems that right now the chase is gonna continue. Seems that Alpha Phoenix is in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna try to play this properly. Seems that right now he's in a lot of trouble. He's not gonna be able to play this properly, and we are gonna take it down here on the Survivor right now. Seems that these people are not really ready for the match. Ooh, the killer is gonna miss that very unlucky moment, and the chase is gonna resume. We are gonna get a quick pickup. Seems that the killer doesn't toy around with the Survivors. He wants to play this as safe as possible. And we are gonna get a second hook stage on Alpha Phoenix. Seems that the Survivors from Rebirth are in a bit of trouble. They are in a bit of a situation. We're gonna get the generator done though. Very good moment, very good situation. But at the end of the day, we have a person close to being deaf. And this is not a good moment though. This is the main problem for them. But who knows? Maybe it's gonna be something good. Maybe it's turn the things around. We are gonna get down hook. And right now, we are gonna continue very beautiful FTP from 44. And right now, Rebirth. Alpha Phoenix here is going to try to do his best. He seems to be in a pretty tough position. He's going to get tagged here. Very, very unlucky moment, very unlucky situation. He's not going to use the pellet. He wants to get the distance. But what do you think, man?
I think it's a strong position for Tamashi to be in right now. And yeah, right now it's just going to be difficult for Rebirth here to be able to recover from this. From such a strong position here, to be honest with you.
Yes, indeed, but maybe the survivors will be able to do a couple more generators before their teammate dies. This is a possibility. We are gonna make value of the Penrest hook. This is huge. Before the person died, at least they made value out of the Penrest. We are gonna see this generator hit quite some progress. Seems that the next chase is gonna be with who's gonna be the lucky star here. Actually, I'm curious. Seems that it's gonna be maybe Jason. I believe so, but let's see who the guy is gonna be. Who is gonna be? Ooh, amazing hit on Jason here. Yes, indeed, it does it, Jason. I knew what I knew. Seems that we're gonna get. No, we're not gonna be able to get the hit here. Very lucky moment. We're gonna be able to extend the chase for a bit longer. Jason is gonna try to do his best. The killer is gonna miss the hit here, and Jason is gonna be able to extend the chase for a bit longer. He seems to be in a tough position. He's gonna try to go for the pellet. He's gonna be able to get it. He's gonna be able to extend the chase. And right now, it seems that the position is pretty tough. He's gonna try to go for the pellet, and he's gonna die here. Very, very unlucky moment. We do have to keep in mind the fact that these survivors are really trying. One person, though, is on the ground. The other one is going to join him real soon. No, seems that the Springburst have made an amazing job. We are going to get a beautiful pellet stand, and seems that the pursuit is going to go on 44. 44 seems to be in a pretty decent position. He doesn't have any pellets, though. This may be a cause of concern, but he's not going to be able to do anything, and he takes it down here. Very unlucky moment, very unlucky circumstances. We are going to be able to pick Jason up, though, which is not the worst situation, but is not the best one either. We are gonna put this survivor on the same hook as the last one. Interesting play, interesting situation. We're gonna get the Penrest value, and the next pursuit is gonna be on Nuxo. Nuxo took a free hit, unlucky situation though. But let's see what the survivors will try to do. Right now they're in a tough position. One person being on the hook and both being injured. It's not good. The next chase is gonna be with. Oh, I really thought that Jason is gonna take the tag here. Since that is not gonna be the case, we are gonna get down hook. We are gonna use the light value. Amazing. And right now the chase is gonna be extended. Seems that our survivor is gonna be lucky. The killer decides to go for the break, and seems that right now the best play here should be the corner. Seems that he's not gonna be able to reach it though, and we take it down on Jason here. Very, very
and we're gonna
unlucky.
see another hook here from our killer. Tamashi really playing really aggressive here. And I think it's looking like, unless there is an absolutely phenomenal performance here, and definitely like, unless it is some crazy effort by Rebirth, it's looking like Tamashi might be taking this first set here. Really strong, aggressive performance. We do see a second gen coming in from Rebirth, though, as we do say about the performance from Tamashi. Rebirth showing some fight here, bringing it back. It's still a very dangerous position with one death early on, as you said, Titan, and it's just really, really difficult here to assess what's going to happen. Maybe we're looking at a 4K2 here, meaning they can get one more generator done. Everybody dies at 2 gens, of course. And but let's be optimistic and hope that they can pull things back and get the best result they can here.
Yes, indeed, you're right about it, but you do have to keep in mind the fact that the killer has a lot of knowledge on the mechanics here. He really seems to be a good killer. He knows what he's doing mechanically. I'm not sure on the game sense part, but mechanically he's an amazing killer. He knows what he's doing, and to be honest, this is always something that you wish to see. We are gonna see that means their unlucky moment, but seems that he's gonna miss 2 times. He decides to leave the survivor here. Interesting play. He decides to go for the safety play here. Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. He's gonna be able to get it down here, but I guess those extra seconds won by the survivors are valuable, I believe. So, to be honest, it's not the worst moment, it's not the worst circumstance. We are gonna be able to get it down here on 44, though very, very unlucky moment for him, very unlucky circumstances. But, to be honest, as I said, the killer has the knowledge, has the experience. That is visible, very visible. But the survivors are still capable to fight. They are still putting up a fight, they are still trying. So I believe that maybe they will be able to do a comeback, maybe they will be able to show their skills, maybe the gear will shift for the survivors in the survivors' favor, but this is only speculation. We need to live and we need to see what's gonna happen. But what do you think, Papi?
Like you said, it's a difficult scenario here right now to be Rebirth. It's really, really awkward. The Killers playing this really aggressively, really getting a good head start to this match. And to see such aggressiveness so early on, a sign of a good team, a good killer main. And we do see Rebirth here really struggling, especially with that early on death. Yeah, they need to try and commit to gens here, not worry too much about the person on hook. Try and get the best result they can. Because right now, it's looking fairly one-sided right now. We're going to have to see how things go in the second half, but... yeah, it's really difficult for Rebirth right now. We did have a disconnect.
Seems that Jason has some internet issues, but I mean, oof, this is really problematic.
After first gen, so
yeah, I mean,
unfortunately, this will just count as full stage. Obviously, I don't know. I think he got hooked once, Titan. I'm not 100%, but this will just count as full anyway.
Yes, indeed.
So,
yes, indeed. You're right about it. At the end of the day,
obviously, having issues like this, but there are rules based around this, and it happens sometimes. Of course, it can't be predicted, and yeah, it's one of them things.
I guess it is what it is. This is gonna make it way harder. We are not gonna be able probably to see the 4K2 that we wish to see, but I guess at the end of the day it does happen. Sometimes the disease do happen, and I guess it is what it is. It is what it is at this point, but we at least will be able to see maybe these 2 survivors try to go for the generators, which is still valuable. They went for the reset, which is not the worst moment, not the best situation either, but not the worst one. We know that one survivor is at check, which means that the other one is in close proximity. Ooh, seems that he really thought that he was there. Interesting, but I guess he will not be able to find anyone for now. But I guess if the killer can play this as aggressively as he wants, we are gonna see a pretty fair play there, and it was a pretty close connection there. Interesting play, interesting moment. We are gonna get a tag here, I believe. Yes, indeed, we are gonna get a tag here. Very beautiful play from the killer, and I think that he needs to leave this chase. Interesting. I thought that he's gonna come in.
Find that Lara, I think.
Yeah, I mean he's infected.
Yeah, of course. It's gonna slow down the survivor here, make it a lot easier for the killer to get down. And the survivor here is not gonna have time to actually I believe the spray, on Wesker. Not gonna be able to get to the spray, and it's in fact gonna just be downed here, I do believe, with power. Beautiful play here.
No, seems that it's not gonna be a down.
Oh no, didn't collide properly. I'm gonna see an M1 down instead from no, he holds. Our killer holds here. We're not going to see an M1 down, wasting some time. The Lara playing things out really well. Our killer mind gaming here, and we do see a beautiful tag there. right on that window vault. Absolutely incredible. And our killer now going to slug, going to go looking for this Sable here, going further on into the map, going center right now. And we do see our killer really playing this very strategically, working on that 4K3 result he knows he deserves and he wants. And right now, the question is, where is our Sable? Maybe edge map, maybe stealthing, maybe trying to reset. Right now, it's a very bad situation for Rebirth here, as we see Tamashi dominating very, very well, especially like I said earlier. And like you said, with that really good onset kill at the beginning, really good position for our killer here. It's going to be hard for Rebirth to fight back from this, unfortunately.
Yes, indeed, you're right about this. I guess at the end of the day, it does happen sometimes. You're not going to be able to take the win. It's a bit unlucky because Jason there deceived. I guess his internet went out or something. Maybe his power, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It does happen sometimes. At the end of the day, as I said, you can't really do something about it, but I mean, it's going to be tougher for them to take the first set. This is a pretty tough position because Tamashi has the win in the back pretty much. If they will play this properly, they just need to complete 3 generators, which is not that hard of a place to be in. But maybe their killer, the killer from Rebirth, is going to be able to get a miracle and get the W. This is a possibility, of course, but we will have to live and to see. And of course, for the viewers, they have to stay here and watch the show unfold. But for now, we see the killer pretty much playing this safely. He needs to make sure that these generators are not gonna pop. He needs to make sure that he's gonna know where the survivors are. And right now, I think that he knows both
We
the
did see some scratch
locations.
marks there on the right. I don't know if he's noticed that. Back of main here, we did see some scratch marks. Our killer not clocking on unless he is predicting the parting here from the survivor. We do hear a gen, maybe 30%. Main, maybe 15. It's a difficult scenario. Our killer may be predicting a locker play here. Right now, it's kind of difficult to find this Sable. We do see the resets happen on the Lara as well. We do see the chase here on the Lara. We're going to turn this into a down here. It's going to be a beautiful M1 attack, I believe. We do see the Lara going down as well. Absolutely incredible display of just aggression and control here from this killer from Tamashi. And we are going to be seeing another hook state as well. It's going to be confirming what we already knew, a likely 4K3 result here from Tamashi. Really, really dominating so far. Really putting in a concrete performance. And yeah, right now it's just a really, really bad situation for our survivor to be in. Going to try and go for a hatch play here, as that's going to be the only option. And we do see, but he's not going to make it and gets caught with power. It's going to be thrown. Does manage to make some distance, but our killer's on hatch. Not going to be able to get a hatch, denying it, giving the nodders, and absolutely no way the survivor can survive. We're just going to see the survivor going next, and Rebirth is going to try and bring things back, breathe life back into the match in the second half of the first set. Going to see what they can do. A 4K3 result, obviously very difficult. We do see a beautiful Mori here from our killer, not wanting the hook, not wanting to waste time, wanting that cinematic experience, and to certify that kill with a bit of style, a bit of fashion here, Titan.
Yes, indeed. I mean, to be honest, it was an interesting match, a bit of an unlucky situation on Jason's side, but overall, the killer focus played very well. He had the experience that backed him out, you know, but very well played from both teams. We do wish to see the second half of the first match being unfolded, and to be honest, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. But with this out of the way, we are gonna let you guys wait a second till all the people are gonna get ready for the show. Good lord, let's see what these people are gonna be able to do. Alright.
Oh, this is ping test.
No, this is a match. Anyways,
It
get
shouldn't
started, my friend. We are ready for
Titan,
business.
Titan. They've got Champion of Light.
Oh yeah?
They have Champion of Light.
This is gonna be fun then.
Switch the builds. No. It's Champion of Light is, I don't think, is allowed.
We are gonna check after. For now, we are gonna watch over the match. Alright? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll check while we are doing, and you can't.
Alright, perfect. But with this out of the way, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on the second half of the first match. We have here Nestrophy on the killer side with Story, Focus, Haurami, and Dibis. This is gonna be pretty hard. You have to keep in mind the fact that the survivors from Rebirth are in a the killer from Rebirth is in a pretty tough position, and to be honest, he needs to do a 4k4, otherwise he will not be able to take the win, which is going to be really problematic. So Tamashi pretty much has a easy win con, but with this out of the way, we do have our first GC with Haurami. Haurami seems to be in a pretty good position. He's gonna go for the hedge, not for the hedge, sorry, for the check play. He wants to play this as safe as possible. Seems that he's gonna decide to leave him. He's gonna try to play this as safely as he can. We do see this generator with a lot of progress, and right now we are gonna get the next chest with Dibis. Dibis seems to be at the moment in a pretty good position. We are gonna use the power right now. Seems that we are gonna make use of the power. He's gonna be able to use it and take a hit on Dibis. Very good play, very amazing performance. We are gonna reach the shack. Ooh, this is gonna be troublesome. We are gonna make value out of it. We are gonna try to go for the mind game since the survivor know what he is about to encounter and plays this safely. Very beautiful play. We're gonna be able to extend the chase. He will miss the M2 ability there. Very, very unlucky. And this chase will be able to be expanded. That's actually good. We have the first generator though. Ooh, this is gonna be a bit troublesome. We do have to keep in mind the fact that he has to down all of them right now, otherwise it's gonna be really, really problematic. But the chase is gonna continue with Dibis. We have the second generator. This is the tag on this right now. This is gonna be really troublesome. Dibis is gonna take the chase. We're gonna see the survivor trying to take the hit. He doesn't require it though. Very good moment, very good situation. Dibis is in a pretty tough scenario. We're gonna see the hit. No, the hit is not being taken. Nestrofi is in a pretty bad spot. He's gonna try to do his best to take. Another generator has popped. Ooh, this is really, really troublesome. Dibis seems to be in a pretty good position. He's gonna be able to reach the pellet maybe. Seems that it's not gonna be the case. Ooh, seems that is not gonna be the case at all. We are gonna have the first hook of the match.
We do see our first hook here coming in, and Tamashi being really aggressive with these generators. We do see 3 gens being popped right now in comparison to our first hook happening. Our killer's going to have to be very, very aggressive here and be able to get a lot of downs really fast in order to combat this. Titan, what do you think our killer needs to do here?
To be honest, at the moment, we do have to keep in mind the fact that it's a lost situation, but if he wants to at least get a 4k1, he needs to get those fast downs. He needs to make sure that everything is going to go in his favor, but at the same time, these generators are not in a safe place. We do have to keep in mind that all of them are separated from the hook that the killer was able to get the survivor on, which, to be honest, it's not a good moment. But right now, seems that the killer has to take another chase. He needs to leave Dibis alone. He needs to make sure that he's gonna take a fast chase with focus here and get him down pretty quickly. Otherwise, it's gonna be really, really troublesome. We're gonna try to use the power here. He's not gonna be able to get it, but we're gonna be able to get an M1 ability here. No, not ability, an M1 hit. Seems that we're gonna get the pellet in the face. And right now, we are gonna continue here on the pursuit. Focus seems to be in a pretty good position. Ooh, he was able to pass the heal smash it value, I think, I'm not sure. And right now the pursuit is gonna be extended. Seems that Focus is in a pretty good position. He's gonna be able to avoid the M2 there, the rush. And seems that we have another generator. Seems that the survivors are trying to go for 4-man out result. This is actually pretty interesting. We are gonna get the next chase with we're gonna extend the chase with Focus. Focus seems to be in an amazing position. He's gonna be able to extend it. He's doing an amazing job. He's gonna play this safely. Ooh, indeed. I don't know why I didn't decide to go for the rush. Interesting strategy, but we are gonna get an M1 on Focus. But to be honest, this guy wasted a lot of time. It was an amazing amount of time that was wasted here. It wasn't worth it for the killer to go after him, and seems that he wants to go for the ego chase here, which, to be honest, it's not the best decision, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't know. This is the main issue. I believe that at the end of the day, it's not worth it to just go for the ego chase. But yeah, we are gonna get another generator. Focus is still in a pretty good position, and Nestorfi seems to be a bit agitated. He doesn't really know if he's gonna be able to get Focus here. Focus, as I said, is in a good moment. He's in a good position. We are gonna see Nestorfi trying to get it down. He will not be able to get it, and the chase is gonna go on here. Ooh, these people are gonna try to go for the 3-man out. Actually, they want to play this safely. He's gonna miss that shot. And right now, let's get the hedge. No, he's not gonna get. Nah, he actually gave the survivor the boost that he needed. And right now, we are gonna take the 4-man out situation. Ooh, Nestrophy seems that he needs a bit of practice. Harami just went. Harami just went for the moonwalk exit. That's actually insane. A very beautiful play from the survivors here. We are gonna see though the killer going for the tech. I forgot how was it called, but the tech, you know, without collision. I know the tech, but I don't know how is it called. But yeah,
Was it 2-stage Titan?
it was one stage.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
very unlucky for Rebirth.
that was very,
Okay.
very unlucky. I guess at the end of the day, it does happen sometimes. You're not going to be able to get the result that you wish. But maybe in the second half, we are going to see a comeback from the killer, from Rebirth. Let's hope that he's going to be able to do the win, that he's going to be the champion, the warrior, the fighter. And without further ado, guys, I do hope that you will stay here to see the performance. For now, I will put back some music and let's get straight to the business.
You gonna intro or me?
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here again today with Rebirth on the killer. Let's see his performance. We have Nirami, the vixen, on the killer side, and Story with Focus, Harami, and Dibis on the survivor one. Let's see how Rebirth is gonna make the comeback. I do wish to see them do their best, and to be honest, it's gonna be really, really interesting. But to be honest, right now we are gonna take the chase here with Harami. Harami seems to be in a pretty good position. We're gonna get the crown on him. Very good play. We are gonna try to go for the mind game. Seems that the killer is gonna be able to get it, and right now we are gonna be able to get a cheeky hit. Yes, indeed, a cheeky hit on Harami here. Harami seems to be in a bit of an issue and a bit of a trouble. He's gonna try to do his best. We're gonna go for the crow. We're gonna try to play this safely, and he's gonna miss the crow. A very unlucky moment, very unlucky situation. Seems that Harami here is gonna be able to extend the chase for a bit longer. And right now we're gonna get another crow on the shack here. Very beautiful play. Seems that Taibi is gonna have some issues. No, he's gonna be able to avoid the crow here. Very good moment. But what do you think, my friend?
I think, like I said before, it's gonna be difficult knowing that it's 1-0 right now. I really kind of feel like Rebirth is gonna have to on a very aggressive
Ooh, amazing.
be able to win this back and make it 1-1 right now, because they had a really bad match prior, and they need to bring this back and just show what they're made of really right now.
Yes, indeed, you're right about it. Seems that we're gonna have the first generator of the match here done. The Tamashi is really doing some work, like they are really putting the work into it. Very good moment, but seems that right now the killer has to protect them. He has to make sure that these generators are not gonna be repaired as quickly. Otherwise, this is gonna be this is gonna turn into a really, really dire situation. We're gonna get another generator, but if he's gonna be able to keep a 3-gen, this should be playable, not gonna lie. But what do you think?
Like I said, we need to see a strong performance here from Rebirth. Tamashi,
Ooh,
we know, are a very
amazing.
well-established team here. We know they're going to put on an amazing performance, and Rebirth has to be able to basically counter that and be able to double it with the same amount of aggression, but from the killer standpoint. So yeah, right now things are going to be really, really difficult for Rebirth to come back, and we're going to see Tamashi putting on this strong survival performance as we always do see. Likewise with their killer, but we need to see Rebirth right now. Maybe slugging, maybe looking at camping here. We need to see strategies what are going to make our survivors sweat here.
Yes,
Because
indeed.
right now we have 2 gens done compared to 1 hook, and it's just a really bad situation for us, our killer, to be in right now, and he needs to do something about it. He needs to make a decision, and he needs to roll with it.
You're right about it, but you do have to keep in mind the fact that Harami got in the second stage. They were not able, the survivors were not able to do any more generators, which is the best part. And we're gonna get a double Crowder, very good play, very good situation. We're gonna be able to maybe get a hit here on the survivors. Seems that we are gonna get another crow, but it didn't really work in their favor. But we do know the location of two survivors. We're gonna get the next chest with Dibis. Dibis seems to be in a pretty good position. He has the pellet, he has the power. Right now he's gonna try to do his best. He will just go for the grid and he will take the hit because of it. Very unlucky play. Good hit. Dibis, you should have gone for the pellet for the safe play, but you were greedy. You are a greedy player, not good. Naughty, not good. But we are gonna be able to extend the chase here with Dibis. Dibis is gonna try to do his best. The killer is not letting him do whatever he wants though. This is something that I do have to acknowledge. At the moment, the killer is really showing his potential. Seems that Dibis knows that he is not in a good position. We are gonna see the crow not being made value out of, and seems that the survivor will get down here.
We're gonna see a beautiful down. Yes, Titan, you are right. A beautiful down here from our killer. We do see a third gen popping as well. Tamashi really nailing it in, really bringing it back with them gens. We do see a third hook right now, and another fresh as well. A really good position from Rebirth. Obviously, it needs to be a bit more aggressive right now, realistically. But we are looking at a very strong position, and our killer is doing a lot better. He needs to be able to slow down the survivors though, and with nothing like eruption or anything like that, it's going to be really difficult here.
Yes, indeed, you're right about it. Seems that we are going to be able to get the double crown the survivors. One is going to go for the locker. Very good play, very good moment. And I want to see a hit on focus. Seems that is not going to happen though. Very unlucky moment, and both of them went for the locker. But the good part is the fact that we know where the survivors are, we know what they're doing, and this is gonna be a bit of an issue for them. But I guess at the end of the day, we're gonna get down hook, we're gonna get the double crow, and maybe we're gonna get a cheeky hit here on Dibis or on Story. I do wish to see a cheeky hit happening, maybe. No, it's not gonna be the case. Unlucky. We see how Rami with focus, and to be honest, I don't know if it's the best decision to go for a double on a generator against an artist, but I guess at the end of the day it's going to be up to their decision. We're going to see a mind game here. The killer is going to try to go for it. He's not going to be able to get it. Rami is going to be able to extend the chase for a bit longer, and right now he seems to be in a good position. He's going to be able to reach the window, not the window, sorry, the pallet. He doesn't decide to play for it. He wants to take an M1 here. No, the killer didn't decide to go for the M1. He decided to go for the crow. Interesting strategy, interesting idea. We're going to get the M1 out of him, and right now the crow is going to be set on his back. We are going to get it down here on Harami. Very good play from the killer, and with this out of the way, seems that Story is going to be the next victim. Story is going to try to do his best. He's going to be able to avoid the crow, and we see him actually going for the chase. He really wants to be the one taking it. He wants to take a free hit, and seems that the killer doesn't want to follow with it. Seems that it's actually the case. Interesting play, interesting scenario. We're gonna see the survivor. I don't think that he has background player there, but he is on the ballot. Ooh, this is gonna be troublesome. We're gonna get a crown on him. We get one more generator, and right now Story seems to be in a bit of an issue. He will try to play this safely. We're gonna be able to use the crown in our advantage, and we're gonna take it down here on Story here. Very beautiful play from our killer here.
Really bringing this back. Really got two people slugged right now. I think it's a good thing to see our killer being able to turn this around, being able to make such an aggressive performance here, being able to show the survivors that he's not, he's not here to play, he's here to win. And we do see that last year popping though, unfortunately for our killer. We do see an amazing hit there with the birds. Absolutely incredible to see what this killer can do. We do see the slug being picked up. Doesn't catch it in time. Very unfortunate here for our killer, and sometimes it just is what it is. But we've seen a very strong performance here from Rebirth. Well, I think this might be GG's, unfortunately.
That was so unlucky. I feel so bad for the killer since the focus is gonna be able to avoid these crows, and we are gonna take a hit in the corner. I feel so bad for the killer. Did you see? The survivor was without a care in the world. He just came, dropped the flashbang, and left the place, the premise, and the killer just to end for it. But we will be able to get though a 1k6 result, which is not the worst moment for them, but it's not the best one either. Nirami, you've done a good job, you've played well. Soldier, I do hope that you will reach the third stage, the tiebreaker. If not, I guess sometimes it is what it is. But very beautiful play from the killer, from the survivors. And I guess we are gonna get ready for a potential final set in here. So get ready, people. Get your snacks, get your boots ready up, and let's get this show rolling. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today on the final set. Potentially, we have here Dibis on the killer side with Nuxo, 44, Alpha Phoenix, and Nestrophy. This is gonna be really interesting. The survivors will have to play this very carefully, otherwise it's gonna be really problematic. At the moment, seems that we are gonna have our first chase here with 44. 44 is gonna try to do his best. He will be able to avoid the crow. He will get the hit here. Very lucky moment. Seems that 44 is in a pretty tough position, in a pretty tough spot. He will try to do his best. He will try to avoid the crow here, but right now seems that he's gonna take the down. Ooh, the killer has an amazing start, but what do you think, my friend?
I think we're going to see a very aggressive performance here from our killer. And I think Rebirth is going to struggle slightly, unfortunately to say. But I hope we're going to see a really good comeback from them here. But only time will tell, I guess.
What is Nestro doing in the basement there? Interesting strategy, not gonna lie.
Clearly searching the chest, Titan, clearly.
Oh, for sure, you're right about it. He was really searching the chest, man. I mean, to be honest, it would be something very interesting if that would be the case, but I don't think so. I don't hope so. It would be actually funny if that would happen, but I guess the next chase here is gonna be with the chest, where you're here. No, seems that it's not gonna be the case. Oof, right now the killer is playing safely. He's trying to ensure the second, he's trying to make sure that everything is gonna go in his favor. We're gonna get a crow on Nox here. Ooh, not the best, not the worst situation. We are gonna see some performance here from this killer. And right now, nothing really noticeable is happening. But to be honest, I have a question for you, Poppy. What do you think that the survivors will have to do to ensure the win?
I think they're going to have to play things out really carefully, almost stealth at this point, because it's a really hard win con to achieve, if I'm being honest with you. And yeah, it's just going to be tough here for our survivors. I don't think it's going to be achievable. We're going to see them obviously put in the best effort they can, but it's not looking too good, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, you're right about it. At the same time, the survivor reached second stage as well. The killer is gonna take another chase, he's gonna take another hit. This is really troublesome. The survivors are not able to do even a generator, not even one, which is really problematic. Like, I don't know, it's not the best case scenario that you wish to be in. Seems that the killer is having all the control, and right now we're gonna get a double hit here. We're gonna get a down on Nox, and 44 is gonna be in a lot of trouble. He's gonna try to play this safely. We're gonna go for... No, we're not gonna go for the Shack Pellet. Interesting play. Seems that Nox is gonna stay on the ground for now. 44 is gonna try to do his best. We're gonna get a potential crown him. Yes, indeed. So, ooh, amazing cracker. Seems that the 44 is gonna be able to extend his chest speed longer. Seems that he's in a pretty good position. We're gonna get a crown him. No, it seems that the killer didn't wish to do that. Ooh, those crows were too much for our poor soul here. We are gonna get a kill. We are gonna get 2 generators though, which is not the worst scenario, not the best one. But we do have to keep in mind the fact that the killer has to do 7 hook stages. He's already half of the road. He already had achieved half of the road, which is amazing. We're gonna take the next chase over with Phoenix. Phoenix seems to be in a pretty tough position. He will not be able to do anything, and he's gonna take it down here. Very unlucky moment. The next chase is gonna be with Nox here. Nox right now is not in a good position. He doesn't have any pellets around him. But maybe this is gonna change. He will try to go for the corner. He's gonna try to play this safely. We are gonna take this chase here. He doesn't have anything. No, right now he found a pallet here. He's gonna try to play this safely. We are gonna go for the crow, and we're gonna take it down. Basic M1, but it worked every single time. The M1, it works. A very beautiful play. Seems that the killer is expecting Nestro to go for the survivor. Seems that he actually went for Alpha. We're gonna find both the survivors, and the next chase is gonna be with this poor soul. Ooh, amazing hit on Alpha. Very unlucky moment. Seems that Nestro is gonna be the next being chased. He seems to be in a bit of trouble. He's gonna try to do his best to survive. But what do you think, my friend?
I think difficult scenario here, to be honest with you.
Yes, indeed. You're right about it. Seems that Nestor is not going to be able to do really anything. We do have to keep in mind the fact that it's already a 2-down situation. We are going to get potentially another hit here on this survivor. And to be honest, he can't really do anything. He's going to try to go for the mind game here. Seems that he's going to be able to get the mind game. Oh, Nestor, damn, sorry. Very unlucky moment. But seems that our survivor here is in a bit of trouble, in a bit of a situationship right now. He's gonna try to do his best. We're gonna go for the... Ooh, very good pallet stand here. Seems that he's gonna be able to make the smash it value. And seems that Claire lost him. Very good moment. Maybe he's gonna be able to reach the corner for his teammate. Maybe he wants to play this safely, he wants to go for it. But at the end of the day, we're gonna try to do whatever we can to survive for as long as possible. Amazing head-on from the Claudette, and seems that our survivor is going to be able to extend the chase for a bit longer. Seems that he's in a bit of trouble. He's going to try to do his best, and right now he's going to go for the pellets. He's going to try to play this safely. To be honest, he's in a bit of a position right now. He's in a bit of a chokehold. We are going to get the down back on Nux. Nux, get it back to the ground, baby. Stay down. You are not allowed to move from there. The chest warrior is gonna try to do his best to survive for as long as possible. We are gonna try to do something in this scenario. We are gonna try to go for the mind game since the killer is in a pretty advantageous position. He seems to have lost him there. Very interesting moment, very interesting scenario. The survivor is gonna try to play this as safely as he can. He is in a tough moment right now, and we are gonna take a very beautiful play from our chest warrior. The chest warrior is doing an amazing job, not gonna lie. We are gonna be able to extend the chase for a little bit longer, and since that he doesn't have any more pellets though, this is really troublesome. Will he be able to reach another pellet? This is the main question that I'm asking, and he will be able to reach it, but at what cost? Seems that he will be able to go W. Very good scenario, very good play. We are gonna go for the best plays here, and Nestor here was able to hold the killer for a very long period of time. Divis didn't want to go for the M1. Very interesting play, very interesting moment. He's gonna try to go for the pickup. Seems that we're gonna repeat the same situation. Nux, I told you already. Stay on the ground, man. Why are you trying to move out of here? Alf, what are you doing? Stay back on the ground, man. And right now, seems that Nestor is in a bit of a situation. He's gonna try to extend the chase for a bit longer. He's gonna try to pick his teammates up again and again, but two of them are about to die though. This is really problematic. The killer here pretty much is towing around with this survivor, and we are gonna be able to extend the chase for a bit longer. We're gonna try to go for the mind game. We're not gonna be able to get it, and we are gonna finally take the down on this survivor here. But what do you think over this performance?
I think it's going to be really dangerous. I think Tamashi's performed really well, and Rebirth once again just struggling here. We do see a 4k3 result coming in clutch, and yeah, just really dangerous here.
But to be honest, we took the win here, which for these poor survivors, for Rebirth, I mean, Rebirth pretty much lost. He lost the 2-0, which, to be honest, sometimes it does happen. But I guess it is what it is. Sometimes you're not going to be able to take the win. Sometimes you're going to take the L. Sometimes you're going to take the W. You know, it's part of the practice. It's part of the plays. So very good play from both teams. Even though Rebirth was not able to take the W for today, I guess at the very least they were able to take some practice with them. And I guess...
Oh, exactly.
I guess it's alright. But to be honest, it's really interesting because we do have to keep in mind the fact that the killer pretty much played with one perk. He played with Corrupt and with Ruin. He didn't even make value out of the Pain Rest and didn't even reach the Noed part, you know. So
no, of course.
So he pretty much played with one perk, which it's really interesting to see. But I guess at the end of the day, it is what it is. We are gonna take though the win on Tamashi. Very good gamers, very good killers on their side, and to be honest, very amazing results from these players here. But what do you think?
I think it's been a very aggressive performance from Tamashi. Rebirth, obviously, they still have some things they need to learn. We've seen a very good match from both teams, and their effort has been tremendous from both of them. But yeah, there are still some things that obviously have to be learned here, I think. But it's good to play with players who are different to yourselves to learn and to kind of educate yourselves on how these matches go down. But obviously there is still some learning what needs to be had. But tremendous performance from both teams, as you and I both have said here, Titan.
Yeah, you're right about it. At the end of the day, both teams played,
Hmm.
both teams tried their best, their hardest to take the win, but I guess we are gonna wait for Rebirth to improve, to get even better, and I can't wait to see their performance in the future, to be honest. Maybe it
Yeah,
wasn't
be
their
very,
day,
very good.
maybe it wasn't their day, maybe sometimes it can happen, but I guess we are gonna see them in the future, we're gonna see their performance, their skill, and their way of playing, but for today, it's gonna be a lesson for them to learn out of.